Hello and welcome to Kules for our TV. My name is Aaron MC and we will be talking about the tactical analysis of the Bayern vs Barca game. And disappointing result first of all, a 3-0 thumping defeat against Bayern. And it's very disappointing. And there are doubts about Ronald Koeman getting sacked. So we're going to talk about it. First of all, let's talk about the in-game stats against Barcelona and Bayern. It was a 3-0 victory for Bayern Munich. They had 17 shots, which we had only 5 shots, and we had only 0 shots on target. They had 7 shots on target. In the history of Champions League, it's our first game without a shot on target. Now that is a very bad stat. It's shambles. And we had only 48% possession. Possession doesn't matter if you don't play well. They had 52%. We played 537 passes. They played 577 passes. Accuracy is same, 88%. Fouls, they have more yellow cards and all. Yeah, it's the ones who scored the goal was Muller. He started the scoring. Lewandowski then a double. Let's talk about the first goal. The way Muller scored it. I said this in the pre-match preview. I said that if we press them, we are screwed, and that's what we did. Now we pressed them on their defense, but we didn't press them on our defense. We were like, you know what? Go, Muller, shake a shot. I will just show me your ass. That's all. That's all I will do. Garcia was like, yeah, here you go, shot. He didn't even try to pressure him. He was like standing there. It was 2 players just Gerard Piqué and Eric Garcia was like this. Just shoot, no problem. And that's how they scored. He shot. It hits. It bounces off the arse of Eric Garcia and then goes in. Disappointing defending. Disappointing. We pressed them on their defense, but we didn't press them on our defense. What were we looking at? We were waiting for them to shoot from distance. The 3 goals they scored in similar ways. The first, Muller's goal was exactly like that, and Lewandowski's goal was a funny goal because Robert Lewandowski's goal. I think Jamal Musiala's shot. It hit the post and then he tapped it in. You can't do much about it, but still you could have avoided the shot. You could have pressed them in your own bloody box. Why can't you press them on your own bloody box? Just press them. Just press the bloody shit out of them. Why you have to press them on their own box? I told them, if you press them on their box, that's what they are trying. That's what they're trying to do. They are trying to invite you to pressure them. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to invite you to pressure them. That's what they are doing. And it was a very disappointing goal. All the 3 goals we considered was a very disappointing goal, and and the third goal, Gnabry's shot hits the post and then and it falls into Lewandowski, and Lewandowski takes a few touches, shoots it, and then it hits Ronaldo Araujo and goes in as well. Another deflected goal. All the 3 goals were, in terms, it was a very, what can I say? It was a very lucky goals, but they deserved it. Utterly, they deserved it. And that's what happened. We pressed them. We shouldn't have pressed them. That's exactly what happened. And so that's about the tactical analysis of the game. Let's talk about the injury updates and all. And it's said that Pedri and Jordi Alba is injured for 4 weeks, which is a shambles. Because Jordi Alba had diarrhea that night and he couldn't have played. And Ronald Koeman still played him. And that's... And Pedri, the boy is not getting rest. He's not getting rest. I feel sorry for him. I feel really sorry for him. I know he wants to play. All Barcelona players wants to play. He wants to play. Everyone wants to play. But you have to look after your own body. Now he's injured for 4 weeks. Crying out loud. And then It's not too serious, although Pedri's injury. And it was, and some journalist, Javi Miguel, said that Sergio Roberto cried yesterday in the dressing room after the whistles he received from the fans, which is very sad because Roberto, first of all, he doesn't play in that position. PK told himself, by the way, he was playing against one of the best, arguably the best left back in the world, Alphonso Davies. It's too hard. You're asking too much of him. The only way we attacked was through Jordi Alba. As I said, their weakness was right hand side, but we couldn't penetrate it that well because whenever we had the ball, as I said, they will lock all the possibilities. They will bring one player here, they will bring one player here, they press with three players, but they don't go one on one. They press press in a circle. They lock all the possibilities you can give. They block all the possibilities, and that's how they press. You can't pass. Only way the players who can pass through the air, like Xavi used to do, Thiago Alcantara can do. Those kind of players can play against this system because their high balls are gonna be very crucial as well. And and Pedri's injury, and Koeman will play himself in midfield before a game. Pedri is injured. Even though it's a bad thing to say, you have to play Riqui Puig. It's a good thing for Riqui Puig. It's not a good thing, but it's time to give him chance. Just give him chance. You know how he's capable of. But Ronald Koeman has an obsession of not giving Riqui Puig enough chances, and that for me is always very sad because we all know how talented Riqui Puig is, and you gotta give him a chance. He will play Gavi and all, but you won't give Riqui Puig chance, And if also the Javi Miguel has said that if Ronald Koeman stumbles in any of his next 4 games against Granada, Cadiz, Levante or Benfica, his future at Barcelona will be in serious danger. It is said that John Laporta had a meeting with Ronald Koeman and other board members, and he exploded after the game against Bayern. He was very, very angry at Koeman for what he did. For how we played against Bayern, and the chance of him getting sacked after the next 3 games, considering how we play the next 3 games, and if we win those games, it's going to be very, very crucial next 3 games. Yes. But the thing about is that there was a time that we didn't play any youngsters. When Ernesto Valverde was the coach, we didn't used to play any youngsters. We had an average age of a squad of 30 years or something like that. All of our players were above the age of 28 or 27. Now the average age is second in La Liga. After someone, I don't know who. And that's concerning because everyone is a boy. No, seriously, every single person is a boy. Yesterday I saw Gavi play. I saw Pedri play. Ronaldo Araujo, Eric Garcia, Balde. Who else? Demir, Yusufa Demir. It's like 6 youngsters who played yesterday. Even though I know some of them came from the bench. Demir and Yusuf Demir, and who else came from? Gavi also came from the bench, but still, it's too much youngsters. I know our main players are not playing well, but you can't play all of them together, can you now? So if I'm talking about, if I'm going to talk about the match ratings of the yesterday's game, I would give Ter Stegen a 5 because even though he couldn't do anything, he still considered 3 goals. I would give Araujo 6 because He defended well. He was the best defender. Even though we consider 3, he was the best defender. Gerard Piqué 5, Eric Garcia 5, Jordi Alba 6, Roberto 4.5. It was so disappointing. Even though I know his position is not right back, but still he was bad. 4.5. De Jong, I would give De Jong a 6 as well, because for me he was the best midfielder yesterday. For me he was the best midfielder. Pedri a 4. Oh my goodness, he was exposed. I know he can't do anything, but he was so utterly shit. Pedri was absolutely shit yesterday. He couldn't even pass a parcel. I would give him a 4. Then Busquets 4.4 as well. 4 as well. 4 or 4.4. Yeah, 4. And Dupay 5. Luke De Jong a 4 as well. If I'm going to talk about who was the best performer yesterday, I would say Frankie De Jong. I think he played very well. I think he was the only one who played good enough, average. Everyone else, Jordi Alba also played well, Ronaldo also played well, but rest of them was disappointing like hell. Marc-Andre ter Stegen did make a couple of saves, but still considered 3 goals though. And yeah. So this is the Ronald Koeman's press conference after the game. He said that he was asked about the system. He said we had 3 forwards available. Of course, we would have liked to compete better, but this is what we have, and this is what we have available. Bayern showed they have a better team. There is a difference in the players. They were better than us. I can't do anything with people's opinions. We are improving things. We are missing players. I talk to the president. If there's a problem, we talk about it. I want to put this whole thing aside. Well, I think that question was about him. About the question about that was his relationship between Laporta again. I mean, this question was asked like 500 times. They want different answers. Nothing about. I don't think Koeman said anything about Sergio Roberto's performance today, but PK did say, I would like to remind people he's not a fullback. He's making a huge sacrifice playing there. People are free to have their own opinions, but that jeering really hurt me personally, which I said it because for me, even though Roberto is a great player, I know Sergio Roberto is for me, there are some players in your team that you think that they're not good enough to play for Barcelona, but you still love them because of what they did in the past or what they represent or anything like that, because they're Catalonians or some there because they're coming from La Masia. I love Roberto personally, but he's not a right back. Everyone knows that he's not a right back. There's no point about booing him. And even if he's a right back, he played against the best left back in the world. You have to recognize that. You have to acknowledge that. He played against Alphonso Davies. You have to run and back and forth. The guy almost cried. He shit his pants in the game. Give him a break. But even if Dest played, Dest would have been exposed as well. But that's about the post-match review of the game. There are some more other news that I have to bring in. We are apparently looking for Dani Olmo from RB Leipzig. It is said that we have 60 million euros to spend in the January transfer window. I think we should not do that deal, because for me, we need a striker and not a midfielder. How many midfielders do you need? I mean, even if he doesn't play in the midfield, he can play in the left wing and the midfield and the right wing. But how many wingers and midfielders do you freaking need? I don't get it. Bring Haaland in. I would love it. Jason Petrigo, Barca blog, ran a journalist, editor, he wrote in his post that Real Madrid and Barcelona is having a deal between them. Florentino Perez and Laporta is having a deal between themselves, which is, if Barcelona has to be in the, if Barcelona wants to support Real Madrid on the Super League, Real Madrid will leave Haaland for Barcelona, which is weird because we and Real Madrid having a deal together. And I think that's a blunderless topic, that what he said in that post. And I don't think that's true. I don't believe that's true, because that's just lazy writing. That is lazy writing. It's me in the exams. It's lazy writings. But let's see. Haaland would be lovely, and even if he's only here for 3 years, it would be lovely. I would bring him in open arms. I would say, come on, Haaland, because I think what we need is a striker. Luke De Jong cannot play there. We saw it yesterday. I know it was his debut. Even if he can head the ball, he can't run. There was a couple of balls Depay, and in the first 10 minutes, Depay tried to give a ball, but Luke De Jong could not catch up to the ball. And that's what his weakness is. He is so freaking slow. Slow Luke. Slow Luke. That's what I call him. Slow Luke. But, yeah. But Erling Haaland would fit. And that's the player we need. Erling Haaland is a great player. And I think our midfield is good enough. And we need a striker to tap it in. But yeah, that's about it. And we have done a couple of news and about post-match review and all tactical analysis, and also the news updates about Pedri injury and Jordi Alba injury. I hope to see you in the upcoming videos, and yeah, we will try to be doing videos every day, but I don't think we can do it. But anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and share as well.